Look at this cute card. Ignore the mistake right there. It was so much fun to do. And I did the inside in the envelope. Join me in the craft room and I'll show you how. Let's get started. For my stamps today, I'm using Animal Outing, and I'm going to use the 3 animals. I am also using Accented Blooms, and I'm only using the Hello from in there. I have a scrap of white. I have a piece of the Animal Outing Designer Series paper, and it is actually 2 1/4 by 5 1/4. My card base is Crumb Cake, and it's 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, scored at 4 1/4. The inside piece is Whisper White, and it's 4 by 5 1/4. I have my envelope. For my inks, I'm using Saffron, Soft Suede, Smoky Slate, and Basic Gray. And I have a blender pen because I'm going to be doing some blending. To do my stamping, I only want the head, so I need to get for my stamping, I only want the heads, so I'm going to get a piece of paper to put underneath because I'm pretty certain it's going to go off. All right, I'm going to start with the Basic Gray first, and I'm going to ink up the rhinoceros. My pad needs to be re-inked. Right, and I'm going to stamp him right in the middle. And again, I only need the head, so I'm not too concerned about the rest of it. I'm going to stamp the kangaroo in the Smoky Slate. All right. I'm going to stamp him in here, and then I need the giraffe, and the giraffe I'm going to stamp in Soft Suede. All right, now I'm going to go over here. All right, now I need to color these guys in. And that's what my blender pen is for. I'll start with the giraffe. And just as an FYI, I couldn't get all the ink out of this when I used it. So now it's gone up in there, and it will always have to be that color now. So just clean it out as best you can. All right, I need the lid. So I'm using the other end. I figure I'll use it as long as I possibly can. I don't know if this ink is going to go all the way down there or not. We'll find out. And I'm just going to color this guy in with the, I'm going to pull it out some so it gets a little bit lighter. And I am going to try and avoid the shadows. I won't need it down this far, so I'm not worried too much about it. All right, got that done. Now I'm going to go to my Soft Suede for the other pieces. I'm going to pull it out so I can do his little, I don't know what you call those things. They're not, well, I don't know. They're not exactly a horn. All right. And now to do my kangaroo. And went back to my Smoky Slate for it. Again, I'm going to try and pull it out as much as I can, just so I get a light color. I don't know how far down it's going to go. Probably not too far that I have to worry about it. And then I'm going to do this one in here, really light, just to give it some color. I don't think I'll be using that koala bear. All right, one more to do. And this is my basic gray. I gotta really push on this one. Oh, I forgot. He's got a bird on him. I gotta do the bird. Darn, I gotta find a color for the bird. Again, I'm pulling it out, and since this is a larger area, I'm trying to go in circles so you don't get that definite line you get if you just, like when you do a marker. So going in circles kind of helps get rid of those lines a little. And I'm just going to go all the way around him. And again, I'm going to fill in his face. And I have a tendency when I get close to the end to get my circles too big, which is not good. So I've got to be aware of it. And it's okay if it's got, you know, areas of light and dark. All right, and I'm going to do some of this over here. I don't know how much is going to show, so I'm going to add some color over here also, so that when I cut it out, it's not blank, and I can go back and fill it in when I cut it. All right, let me go get my berry burst to do my little bird. All right, I'm going to pull this way out because I just want a little bit of color on him. Just a little. And then I have to go back to my Saffron for his beak. Okay. All right. Now, I'm going to cut these three down. I just want the square of the head. This one will determine what size I need all the rest of these to be. So I'm going to cut him first. So let me do that, and I will be back. After I cut my guys out, I ended up having to go back and add some more color, and I just noticed that that's in there. Let me see if I can get some of it out. I don't know where that came from. I'll spread it around a little bit so it's not as noticeable. There. All right, so I had to go back and fill in because I hadn't colored down far enough. Now it's time to stamp the sentiment. And I'm going to stamp it in the berry burst to pull in that bird. So let me ink up my stamp and hopefully let me try this way and see. I've got that back piece that doesn't want to. All right, now let me see. I also had to pull out my punch that goes with this because I totally forgot that. There we go. I think there's something wrong with my pad. I got to call Stampin' Up on Monday because it's got stuff on it and it shouldn't have that. So I will call them and they'll replace it. All right, let me punch out my hello. Of course, the key here is getting it lined up. All right, got it. Now let's get our card put together. And I'm gonna fold it. Give me a good crisp fold. Then of course I'm gonna undo it. I know. Now I'm gonna take my paper. Aren't these little alligators cute? But there's no alligator in the stamp set. There's not a bird even, other than on the top of the rhinoceros. So, I mean, that would have been cute to use too, but not there. All right, now I'm going to put this on, and I'm going to take it all the way to the top, and even on the sides, slide it over just a little bit. There we go. Now, I'm going to put this on down here, and I'm going to use some dimensionals. This will be a great card to send to one of the girls. I need to get some cards ready to go out. Darn. Now, let me see. I've got a paper towel here. There must be. It's either that or it's on my fingers, and I didn't see it on my fingers. Of course, now this is stuck to my thing. All right, well, it's going to have a flaw there. Nothing I can do about it. I don't know where it came from. All right, now I need to add my animals, and I need some dimensionals for those, and I need to cut some. Let me get my dimensionals on. And I'm going to put one at each corner because I want to make sure that they stay up when it goes through the mail and doesn't get smashed in the middle. Here's the next one. All right. I cut a whole strip with these. There's that one and that one. Press those down. All right, I'm going to take the backs off. All right, I got my backs off, and I am going to put my card base here because the first one I'm going to put on is in the middle, and I want the giraffe to kind of break up that the two grays. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's right in the middle. Hey, that's not far off. So if I use that, and I'm not going up all the way, I'm keeping it down a little. So I'm going to put him on. And now I'll put him on over here. And I'm going to do my spacing in between here and here as close to even as I can get it. And the same thing here, and I'm off a little, but that's okay. The girls will love it. There it is. Isn't that cute? My squares ended up to be 1.5 by 1.5. So that's how I ended up with my squares. All right, there it is, finished. And I did the inside in the envelope. I hope I've inspired you. If you like my video, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you share it. Tell everybody all about the fun we have. Have a great day.